On the spirit medicine peak lived a divine healer, famed for her extraordinary medical skills. One day, as she was reading a storybook, a bolt of lightning suddenly struck, and when she opened her eyes again, she found herself dressed in wedding robes, in a world she didn't recognize. A man appeared before her. From his clothes, she instantly realized she had transmigrated into the very novel she was reading last night. Knowing the tragic fate awaiting this family, she made a silent vow. She must change their destiny. Just as she was wondering, what's supposed to happen next? The male lead suddenly reacted. He could hear her thoughts. Then she remembered, at this moment in the novel, the second female lead was about to hang herself. The male lead was still unsure whether to trust her when a servant rushed in. Miss Ching Ching is attempting suicide in the back garden. In the original plot, the second female lead only wanted to gain his sympathy. But now, after hearing his wife's inner thoughts, the male lead didn't go save her. Instead, he ordered coldly, "Send her a thicker rope." The girl's family waited for the male lead to rush over in panic, but all they received was a rope. Realizing their plan had failed, the second female lead's brother stormed over to confront the male lead. The moment he entered, he shoved the woman aside. The male lead instantly drew his dagger and shielded her. The man shouted, "You're protecting her? If not for my sister saving your life back then, you'd be dead." The divine healer pinched her fingers to calculate and exposed him on the spot. "It wasn't her who saved you. She even poisoned your medicine, causing your legs to be paralyzed." The man burst into laughter. "You actually believe her nonsense?" The male lead tightened his hold on his wife's hand and replied coldly, "If I don't believe my own wife, should I believe you?" Just then, the mother of the second female lead rushed in. Hearing her crimes exposed, she suddenly drew a blade and lunged at the woman. The male lead struck her down with a blow of his ring. The woman's voice rang out, "Once my husband uncovers the truth, none of you will escape." The male lead immediately ordered a full search of the manor. The mother and brother, realizing the situation had turned, fled in panic, dragging the second female lead away. Before long, the servants found a box. Inside was a worm, the very goo parasite used to poison the male lead. Both the healer and the male lead instantly understood the mastermind behind all this was the crown prince. Knowing the truth had been revealed, the second female lead's family feared the crown prince's wrath and secretly plotted how to redeem themselves. Back at the general's manor, the healer calculated again and saw that the male lead's younger sister would fall victim to the crown prince that very night. So she went to the crown prince's residence alone. Dressed in white with a bamboo hat and a veil obscuring her face, she stepped into the crown prince's estate. With a flick of her sleeves, a cloud of powder drifted through the air, putting the guards to sleep, but unexpectedly, the second female lead's family was also there. Their chosen way to make up for their failure was to deliver the male lead's sister to the crown prince's bed. Healer knocked them out as well and pushed open the door. A guard, sent flying by her hidden weapon, crashed into the room, interrupting the crown prince's assault. The woman in white stepped into the room under the moonlight, eyes sharp as blades. The crown prince roared, "Do you know that trespassing into the crown prince's residence is a capital crime?" She answered calmly, "I'm not just trespassing, I'm also here to beat you up." With that, she launched forward, fists and kicks flying. After finishing her punishment, she took the young sister and walked out of the crown prince's estate. Outside, guards attempted to capture the mysterious woman, but the male lead blocked their path, having secretly protected her all along. And from that moment on, the true battle between the male lead and the crown prince had only just begun. After this incident, the crown prince harbored deep resentment and sought to frame the male lead's family for treason. In the imperial court, the male lead's father was accused by officials of harboring secret correspondence with the enemy. The emperor ordered the crown prince to lead soldiers and search the general's manor. As the search began, the male lead's father immediately proposed that the crown prince's residence must also undergo an identical inspection. The crown prince agreed. During the search, a servant found a box and handed it to the crown prince. When he opened it, it was empty. The crown prince was shocked. He had previously arranged for a box containing incriminating letters to be planted in the Mo family to frame them. Subsequently, the male lead's family demanded, as agreed, to search the crown prince's residence. There they found a box of rouge. The crown prince was unconcerned, as he had already burned the original evidence inside the cream. At that moment, the woman took the rouge, called for a candle, and scooped out the cream onto the flame. As the substance melted, a slip of paper was revealed. A servant brought clear water, and she immersed the paper in it, sprinkling in a powder. The previously blurred writing gradually became clear. Seeing this, the crown prince counter-accused, claiming the rouge had been purchased from a cosmetic shop owned by the male lead's family, attempting to frame them for treason. They went to the rouge shop. The male lead's sister placed 2 identical boxes of rouge into a water basin for comparison. The one found in the crown prince's residence floated on the water's surface, while those sold in the shop sank to the bottom, thus revealing the truth. The one guilty of treason was the crown prince himself. The crown prince had tried to win over the male lead's family, but when that failed, he attempted to frame them. Instead of succeeding, he found himself in deep trouble.